Hi, good morning to one and all for the session. I'm very happy to welcome you all for this topic research indicator, publishing ethics and predatory journals. Of course, I'm going to touch upon predatory journals and research indicators. There are so many parameters which need to be considered before publishing an article. That's why I am going to tell you certain things called there are certain research indicators which we have come across and also we should aware as a basic parameter in order to publish any journal articles for any research papers. So here I'm going to tell you something on important thing which you have to understand before publication is how to measure the quality of publications. The quality of your publications measured in several parameters like your citation. Citation, the important thing, how many number of papers you are writing is not a matter. How many you are getting cited is a matter. So that we need to consider before publishing any article. So your idea should be novel and it should be original and value added to the society. Then only it has some impact on your research papers. So citation is very much important in order to produce a quality publication, as well as there are several important parameters such as impact factor, H index, and G index, and so on. I'm going to tell you certain thing called citation. It's the basic thing you should aware what is citation, why people need to cite. You should pay some homage, as well as you should give a proper credit to the pioneer, and in order to identify the proper methodology from where you have identified that also you need to give a proper consideration while you are writing a paper, and also you should mention from which background you are writing this paper, and also you should try to give some sort of authentication of data while you are reproducing the book. And if you are correcting or criticizing or disclaiming someone's work or opinion, that also need to be given a proper citation. And the research indicator can be divided into three different parameters like citation metrics, alt metrics, and responsible metrics. There are very good number of sources for citation metrics data that is called Clarivate Analytics is providing journal citation report that is as from Web of Science. So earlier it was provided by Thomson and Reuters. Right now it is provided by Clarivate Analytics. From here you will get the exact number of list of journals for your discipline. And also the another thing is called Scopus. Scopus is another Elsevier product from where we can get access a good number of journals for your discipline by using Scimago journal ranking list. These are all freely available source for you to access and you can take the data. And also Google Scholar data. If you go for Google Scholar, you are able to identify certain sources list. There also they have given based on the H index and the number of citations. They are giving the proper ranking of journals. They are also guide you which journal you have to look for. And the second thing is called altmetrics. Even your article has created any impact on social media, that is also getting counted. So that also you can check by using altmetrics. Don't say that my article is not getting cited because of print medium or online medium. Even it is published in any social networking tools, social networking medium. If it is getting any counted there also, that is also getting counted to your value added research. And here I am going to tell you certain important research indicators like H index, impact factor, FWCI, and plum metrics. Now, first I will take impact factor. Impact factors, I think you are all very much aware. Impact factors for the journal, not for the author. So, author quality is measured by using H index. The journal quality is measured by using impact factor. I am going to demonstrate you how to calculate the impact factor. For example, I am taking Nature as one of the journal for which I am going to calculate the impact factor. I need two different data like how many number of articles published for the 2 years, for the past 2 years, and how many number of citations received for those articles for the past 2 years. These two data is required to identify to calculate the impact factor. Here I have given a proper example to calculate the impact factor for the journal called Nature. I have taken, I want to take 2012, what is the impact factor for the journal called Nature. So I have taken two values called 2010 and 11. So I am able to calculate the impact factor for the journal called Nature. It can be calculated minimum 2 years, maximum of 5 years. So this is the way you can calculate. Here I have listed which are the journals which is having high impact factor that I have listed here. And this is what H index. So H index is very much important when you go for any publication. For example, if you want to publish any article, the first question raised is whether it is a good H index, whether it is a good number of, say, it received any good number of citation, and this is the quality authored journal or not. So that's what H index is very much important in order to identify the or measure the quality of the journal, quality of the author. Sorry. And how to calculate the H index here? So I'm going to rank all those articles based on the total citation received for my article. So when the rank and the total citation equal or more than 10, then that is called as the H index for the author. So in this case here, I have ranked all my articles based on the total citation received. When my 15th article is getting the H index of total citation of 16, then my H index is 15 right now. So like that, I can calculate the H index. So G index nowadays not considered by any accreditation bodies because of the quality is the matter, quantity is not the matter. So by this mean you are able to identify that G index is totally concentrating more than the quantity, not with the quality. So this is the way how to calculate the J index. And field weight citation impact is another important criteria which we need to observe in our mind. FWCI. FWCI is for the particular discipline, what is the impact your article has created. That is calculated by using FWCI. This is called field weight citation impact. For example, for one of the author who is the pioneer in the field of welding, for him I have calculated the FWCI. I have clicked on particular article of the concerned author. So for that, whether that particular article has created any impact on the particular field or not, by using this FWCI value, I am able to identify. So Plummax metric is nothing but in the social networking medium, your article has created any impact or not. That is also getting counted when you are publishing any article with any publisher. So there are so many citation databases like Above Science, Scopus, Google Scholar, Indian Citation Index, as well as the bibliographic databases. And some Web of Science, there's as well very much aware. Web of Science is another good databases which covers more than 24 database. It includes Science Citation Index, Social Science Citation Index, and Arts and Science Humanities Index it covers. And the Web of Science list of journals can be identified by using the Journal Citation Report, that is called JCR. This is freely accessible. You can access these reports whenever you want by using Google itself. And Scopus is once again Scopus is the product of Elsevier. So we can access all our Scopus product by using the Scimago journal rankings. Again, there's a homepage which shows that the proper Scimago journal ranking homepage for a journal called Nature. If you want to know what is the quality of the journal, just copy and paste the journal name in the Scimago journal ranking list. It gives a proper history of the concerned journal, whether how many articles are cited, which are not cited, or from which year onwards they are publishing article, how number of articles are getting citations. All those information can be calculated by using this journal rankings. And Google Scholar is another social network, another research information system where you can access all those this list of journals through using this Google Scholar. You can see here the one of the important profile for principal scientist or principal scientific advisor to Prime Minister of India, Dr. C.N. Rao. You can see here there are so many number of all those articles which are published by him is listed in Google Scholar. Why we need to create a profile? If you want to create more impact and if you want to meet the you want to improve the H index or value of your articles, you have to create certain research information system by using Google Scholar like this. And Indian Citation Index is another platform where you can access freely by using the Google credentials. So this is also you can go and browse with that. And ResearchGate is another information system which you need to create an account and you can create more visibility of your research works. And this is something important for every researcher and every faculty. It's called as ORCID, Open Researcher and Contributor ID. By using this ORCID, you can create unique Aadhaar ID for any publishing in the publishing industry. Why we call it as if you have published any article with any publisher, all those things can be integrated and aggregated in a single platform called ORCID. Why, how, in which way it is going to facilitate you is, for example, if you are creating a very, if you have published any article with any publisher, whether your initial may be in the prefix or suffix, or sometimes your institution may be earlier a different one, or now we are working in a different institution. all these articles can be integrated in a single umbrella by using this ORC ID. So now it is mandatory to create, and if you want to publish any article with any publisher, they are mandatory asking, you are supposed to create the ORC ID. If any journal publisher is not asking the ORC ID, then they are the fake. This is one of the criteria to identify the right journal. Okay, this is ORC ID is mandatory. It's a three-step process. Easily it can be done. It's also, again, it's a free of cost. Every researcher and faculty has to create this ORC ID for their research work. Okay, now I will directly go to this topic called predatory journals. So this also you should be very much aware when you go for publishing a good number of research works. Like, so predatory journals are nothing but fake journals. So here and there nowadays there are so many journals are mushrooming as a fake journals because they are having very good promotion, like they are having quality impact factor, global impact factor, scientific impact factor in the name of very good cover page and colored gimmick words. They are promoting their journal as a good journal, and they are asking money to you, and immediately you are publishing your article. But that is not the right thing. So if you want to publish it with the right and reputed journal, so you should be aware of what are the fake journals are roaming here and there. So I'm just giving you some idea called BR predatory journals. This is the BR predatory journals, one of the source where you can identify the fake journals. So I have given mention here. And there are certain criteria for determining the predatory journals, like, so their scope of interest of the journal is not totally relevant with the what are the journal articles they have published with the concerned issue. That by using that also you can identify that it's a fake journal. And normally their website is not at all having the proper domain, and it is having spelling and grammar errors, and images are distorted, and they used to have a very good language to attract the users, and they used to have very good colors to attract you. And they mentioned that their journal is indexed in Index Copernicus, then you have to be very careful. And your manuscript handling process is not clearly mentioned. They have not asked you to send your article by online, even by Gmail or Yahoo, like that. So that is not a right procedure and right way to publish your article. So you should be very aware that when people are asking in that manner. And they have not mentioned any interaction policy, whether your article is going to archive or not. There is no proper policy for that. Then you should be very much aware. And they are promising you to do the rapid publication. Then you have to be very much careful how it is possible. So for even for an article to be published, it needs minimum of 3 months to 6 months. So how they are publishing the article within a day or within a week, then you have to be very cautious. They are all fake journals. Then I will tell you the proper way to select the right journals for your research paper. Like, you can directly go to JCR Journal Citation Report. They have given a link, marshalljournalist.clarivate.com. That's a proper list from where you can identify the right journal. And DOAJ, Directory of Open Access Journals, also giving a proper list. And there's an online tool is also available to evaluate the journal quality. And open access. If you want to publish all your articles in open access, you can go with scholarly.oi.in. Also, they are providing the list of open access journals for your publications. And this is something interesting, and it should be surprising you, like that there are so many fake impact factors are nowadays promoting their journal articles in that way, like international scientific indexing, scientific journal impact factor, quality impact factor, like that. These are all the fake impact factor providers for you people to know who are all the fake and who are not fake. For that, I have given the list. And there are some verification methods which has been provided by Committee on Publishing Ethics, DOAJ, Journal Online, and Open Access Scientific Publishing Academy. So this is the way you can verify whether your article has been published in the right source or not. And I am able to giving you some more add-on list called how to select the journals, like Journal Citation Report, SciMago Journal Ranking, Cabell's Directory, Elsevier Journal Finder, Springer Journal Suggester, Jane, and MLA, like that. So there are so many tools are nowadays available to identify even the fake journals and to identify the right journals for your research paper based on your scope of the journal. So by using this, you can identify the good journals and try to avoid the fake journals. And also, you should have a basic idea about what are the research indicators you should be aware before writing your article and to select your journals for your research paper. Thank you. Do you have any doubts? I'm happy to answer. Thank you.